My mother sent me a video of my brother laughing about how I work hard and he gets to enjoy my money for free. He said, he is just an ATM. I will always use him, whilst I've been responsible for his family for the past 5 years since he lost his job. He's too dumb to ever notice, he said. Hey there, thanks so much for sticking with us. Your support keeps this channel alive, and we're truly grateful. If you're loving these tales, hit that subscribe button to join the ride. Oh, and drop a comment letting us know what city you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear it, and you might just get a shout out in our next story. Speaking of which, today's special shout out goes to Laura Silverstone from New Mexico. Glad you're enjoying the journey. Oday's story is quite different from the usual stories we share, and we would love your honest feedback. Thanks in advance. Now let's dive into today's story. The clock ticked past 9 p.m. in Daniela's tiny apartment. Her laptop glowed on the chipped kitchen table, casting shadows across the peeling wallpaper. She rubbed her eyes, sore from staring at code all day, lines of numbers and commands that paid her bills but left her drained. Her messy bun flopped as she stretched, the weight of another long shift at the software company sinking into her bones. She was 34, single, and tired, but not too tired to smile when her phone buzzed. A text from Mom. Linda always sent little updates, pictures of the grandkids, a recipe, a funny meme. Daniela tapped the screen, expecting a quick laugh. Instead, a video loaded. The thumbnail showed Mark, her older brother, grinning with a beer in hand. Daniela hit play, curious. The sound crackled to life. Mark's voice, loud and slurred, filled the room. She's my ATM, man. Daniela just keeps the cash flowing, and I don't even have to ask twice. Laughter erupted. His buddy, probably Tony from down the street, cackling like a hyena. She's too dumb to notice I'll always use her, Mark went on, tipping his bottle back. In the background, Daniela heard the kids, Mark's 3 little ones, ages 7, 9, and 11, giggling like it was a game. Aunt Danny's money. Cha-ching. Little Emma chirped, and the boys joined in, their voices a cruel chorus. Daniela froze. The phone slipped in her sweaty hand, but she caught it, replaying the video. Every word stabbed deeper. ATM, dumb. Use her. Her chest tightened, breath hitching as memories flooded in. 5 years of saying no to herself so Mark could say yes to everything. Rent for his 3-bedroom house? Paid. Private school for the kids? Covered. Even Mom's blood pressure pills, tied to Mark's address? Daniela's paycheck handled it. She'd skipped vacations, worn the same sneakers until the soles split, slept on a lumpy futon, all for them. And this was what they thought of her? She stumbled to the sink, splashing cold water on her face. Her reflection stared back, brown eyes wide, cheeks flushed with anger. Mark's face flashed in her mind. 38, handsome, always grinning like he owned the world. He'd lost his sales job 5 years ago, some mix-up with missing inventory, and swore he'd bounce back. Just need a hand, sis, he'd said, blue eyes pleading. Daniela gave it. Mom had nodded along. Family holds each other up, Danny. It's what we do. So Daniela did. Every month, $1,500 wired to Mark. Extra for school fees. Groceries when he forgot to budget. She told herself it was temporary. She told herself he was grateful. Now, the truth burned. He wasn't grateful. He was laughing. She grabbed her phone again, fingers trembling as she opened the video a third time. Mark's smirk. The kids' giggles. Tony's snort. She's a sucker, bro. Daniela's stomach churned. How long had this been going on? Did Mom know? Linda had sent the video accidentally. Maybe? Daniela's mind raced. She pictured Mom in Mark's cluttered living room, her gray hair pulled back, chuckling as she filmed. No, couldn't be. Mom wouldn't. Daniela dropped onto her futon, the springs creaking under her. She pulled up her bank app, $2.12 in savings. That was it. Her latest paycheck was already earmarked. $1,000 for Mark, $300 for the kids' tuition, $200 for Mom's meds. She'd have $50 left for herself, enough for ramen and bus fare. Same as always. But tonight wasn't the same. She scrolled back, tallying it up. 5 years. 60 months. Nearly $60,000 handed over to Mark, plus extras. Her hands shook harder. $60,000. For what? So he could drink beer and call her dumb? Her thumb hovered over the app's transfer tab. She could stop it. Right now? Cancel the payment, due tomorrow. Let Mark figure it out. But what about the kids? Emma's gap-toothed smile flashed in her mind. Her niece loved science class, always showing Daniela her drawings of planets. The boys, Tim and Jake, were loud but sweet, hugging her when she brought pizza. And Mom, Linda needed those pills. Daniela's throat tightened. If she stopped, they'd suffer. Mark wouldn't. He'd just yell. She stood, pacing the tiny room. The walls felt closer, the air thicker. She replayed the video again, letting the words sink in. Too dumb to notice. No, she'd noticed now. She wasn't dumb, she'd been kind. Too kind. Her eyes landed on a photo taped to the fridge. Her, Mark, and Mom at a park years ago, all smiling. Back when Dad was alive, before Mark started slipping, before Daniela became the fixer. She tore it down, crumpling it. That family was gone. Back at the table, she opened her laptop. The bank app stared at her, a green cancel button glowing. Her heart thudded. She thought of Mark's house, bigger than hers, with a yard she'd never have. The kids' school uniforms, crisp and pricey. Mom's cozy spot on Mark's couch, all on her dime. And they laughed. Daniela clenched her jaw. She wasn't an ATM. She was a sister, a daughter, a person. Her finger hovered, then pressed. Transfer canceled. A pop-up confirmed it. Done. She exhaled, shaky but sure. Tomorrow, Mark would notice. Tomorrow, the calls would start. She didn't care. She grabbed her phone, typing a text to Mark. The ATM's shut down. Forget I exist. Send. Her pulse raced, but a weight lifted. She wasn't dumb. She was done. The room went quiet, just the hum of the fridge and her ragged breathing. Outside, a car horn blared, but inside, Daniela felt a spark. Anger, yes, but something else. Power. She'd taken the first step. Whatever came next, she'd face it. For once, it'd be about her. The morning sun sliced through Daniela's thin curtains, stabbing her awake. She groaned, rolling off the futon, her back stiff from a night of tossing. Her phone sat on the table, silent but heavy with last night's choice. She'd canceled Mark's money. Sent that text. The ATM's shut down. Forget I exist. Her stomach flipped just thinking about it. She shuffled to the kitchen, splashing water on her face, trying to shake the fog. Coffee. She needed coffee. But the can was nearly empty, 2 scoops left. She'd been saving for Mark's next emergency. Not anymore. She brewed the last of it, the bitter smell filling the air. Her phone buzzed, shattering the quiet. Mark's name flashed. She froze, mug halfway to her lips. It buzzed again, then a third time. She set the mug down, hands shaky, and answered. What? She snapped, sharper than she meant. What the hell, Danny? Mark's voice boomed, thick with rage. The bank just called. My payment bounced. The rent's due, the kids need lunch money, and you pull this? What's wrong with you? Daniela's jaw tightened. She pictured him in his kitchen, messy counters, beer cans from last night, that smug grin gone. I saw the video, Mark, she said, voice low. You laughing. Calling me your ATM, saying I'm dumb. Silence. Then a scoff. That? Come on, it was a joke. Tony was over. We were messing around. You're seriously mad over that. A joke. Her voice rose. 5 years, Mark. 5 years I've paid your way. Rent, school, everything. And you laugh? The kids laugh. That's not a joke. That's me bleeding dry for you. You're overreacting, he shot back. The kids don't even get it. They're just kids. I need that money, Danny. Today. Fix this, or we're screwed. No, she said, firm as steel. Fix it yourself. I'm done. She hung up, her heart hammering. The phone buzzed again, Mark calling back. She muted it, tossing it on the table. Her coffee was cold now, but she didn't care. She'd set it. Done. No going back. 10 minutes later, the phone lit up again. Mom. Daniela's chest sank. Linda didn't call this early unless something was wrong. She picked up, bracing herself. Danny. Linda's voice crackled, sharp and trembling. How could you do this to your brother? I just got off with Mark. He's a mess. The kids are crying. What's gotten into you? Daniela gripped the phone. Mom, did you hear me last night? The video, you sent it. Mark calling me his ATM, laughing about using me. You think that's okay? Oh, Danny, it was nothing. Linda snapped. Boys talk big sometimes. He didn't mean it, you know, Mark. He's struggling, and you're punishing him for one silly moment? I didn't raise you to be this selfish. Selfish? Daniela's voice cracked. Mom, I've given him everything. $60,000, my savings, my dreams, so he could sit around joking while I scrape by. That's selfish. You're twisting it, Linda said. Family holds each other up. You've got a good job. You can afford it. Mark can't. The kids can't. You want them on the street. No, I want him to step up. Daniela shouted. Why is it always me? Why don't you tell him to get a job? Linda's tone turned icy. You're no daughter of mine if you keep this up. Fix it, Daniela. Now. The line went dead. Daniela stared at the phone, her breath ragged. Mom, too. She'd expected Mark to fight, but Linda's anger cut deeper. All those years, cooking for Mom after Dad died, paying her bills, listening to her praise Mark like he was a saint. And now this. She sank into a chair, head in her hands. The apartment felt smaller, the walls pressing in. Her phone buzzed again, texts from cousins, an aunt, even Mark's ex-wife. How could you abandon the kids? Mark says you're hoarding money. You're breaking Linda's heart. Daniela's eyes stung. He'd told everyone. Twisted it. Made her the bad guy. She opened her bank app. $212 left. No transfers pending. For once, it was hers. She swiped to a gym website, one she'd eyed for months. $30 a month. She signed up, hands trembling but sure. A tiny win, but hers. The day dragged. She coded at her desk, headphones on, drowning out the buzzing phone. At lunch, she ate a sandwich alone, ignoring the whispers from coworkers who'd seen Mark's Facebook post. My sister turned her back on us. Pray for my kids. She wanted to scream, but she didn't. She'd fight her way, not his. By evening, she was back home, scrolling her bank history, every payment to Mark glaring back. She grabbed a notebook, jotting ideas. A coding boot camp, $500, but it could mean a raise. A better apartment, one with a real bed. She smiled, small but real. Then the doorbell rang. She peeked through the peephole. Mark, red-faced, fists clenched. She didn't open it. Danny, let me in, he yelled. You're ruining us. Go away, she called, voice steady. I meant it. You're on your own. He pounded the door. You'll regret this. The kids hate you now. Hope you're happy. He stormed off, tires squealing as he peeled away. Daniela slid down the wall, knees to her chest. Happy? No. Free? Maybe. She pulled up the gym schedule. First class tomorrow. She'd go. Mark could yell. Mom could hate her. She'd keep going. Outside, the city hummed. Cars, voices, life. Inside, Daniela stood, brushing off the day. Her phone buzzed one last time. Linda. Think about what you've done. Daniela didn't reply. She'd thought enough. Tomorrow, she'd live for herself. Daniela's sneakers squeaked on the gym floor, the air thick with sweat and rubber. It was 6 a.m., her first class. She dragged herself out of bed, still buzzing from yesterday's fight with Mark and Mom. The instructor shouted, 10 more squats, and Daniela pushed through, thighs burning. For once, the ache felt good, hers, not someone else's. She'd slept fitfully, dreaming of Mark's pounding fists and Linda's cold voice. You're no daughter of mine. But here, in the clang of weights and grunts of strangers, she could breathe. Back home, she showered quick, the hot water stinging her sore muscles. Her phone sat on the counter, buzzing like an angry bee. 17 missed calls, 32 texts. She ignored it, pulling on jeans and a hoodie for work. The coding bootcamp confirmation had come last night. Classes started next week. She smiled at that, small but fierce. She grabbed her bag, locked the door, and headed to the bus stop, the city waking up around her, horns blaring, coffee shops humming. For a moment, she felt light. Then her phone rang again. She glanced. Mark. She silenced it, stepping onto the bus. At the office, her cubicle was a cocoon, headphones on, code flowing. She was fixing a glitch in a payment app, ironic given her own bank drama. Her coworker, Priya, popped over, offering a donut. Rough night? She asked, eyeing Daniela's tense face. Daniela nodded, forcing a grin. Family stuff. Priya didn't push, just left the donut. Daniela bit into it, sweet, messy, a treat she'd never buy herself. She was mid-chew when her desk phone rang. Daniela, front desk, the receptionist chirped. Someone's here for you. Her gut twisted. She wiped her hands, heading downstairs. The lobby was bright glass walls, fake plants, and there was Mark, pacing like a caged dog. Behind him, Emma, Tim, and Jake shuffled, eyes down. Emma clutched a ratty backpack. Tim kicked the floor. Jake stared at nothing. Mark spotted her, storming over. Danny, we need to talk now. Not here, she hissed, glancing at the receptionist gawking. But Mark didn't care. He raised his voice, loud enough for the whole lobby. My sister's abandoning us. Look at these kids, hungry, scared, because she won't help. He waved at them, theatrical. 5 years I counted on her, and now she's throwing us out like trash. Daniela's face burned. People stared, co-workers on lunch, a delivery guy, strangers. Mark, stop, she said, stepping closer. This isn't true, isn't it? He cut in, eyes wild. Rinse late, school's calling, the kids can't eat, and you're what? Buying gym memberships? Real nice, sis. Emma tugged his sleeve, whispering, Daddy, don't. But he shook her off. Tim muttered, mean Aunt Danny, and Jake echoed it, their voices small but sharp. Daniela's throat closed. She bought them ice cream last month. Now this? Mark, go, she said, voice trembling. You're embarrassing yourself. No, you are, he shouted. Look at them, your niece, your nephews, crying because of you. He grabbed Emma's hand, dragging them toward the door. Come on, kids, let's tell everyone how Aunt Danny ruined us. They stumbled out, Mark still yelling as he hit the sidewalk. Daniela stood there, fist clenched, the lobby buzzing with whispers. Priya appeared, touching her arm. You okay? Daniela shook her head, bolting back upstairs. In the bathroom, she splashed water on her face, breathing hard. Her reflection glared back, red eyes, tight lips. She wanted to scream. Mark had turned the kids against her, made her the monster. She pulled out her phone. Text from Linda. The kids are sobbing. Fix this. Aunt Carla, shame on you, Daniela. Uncle Joe, Mark's a wreck. Help him. Then a Facebook notification, Mark's post. My sister's greed left us homeless. Pray for my babies. 50 likes, 20 comments. Horrible. What a selfish woman. Her hands shook. He'd gone nuclear. She slumped in her cubicle, staring at code she couldn't focus on. Priya slid over. Saw the circus downstairs. What's up? Daniela spilled it. The video, the money, Mark's lies. Priya whistled. He's a leech. You did right cutting him off. Daniela blinked. You think so? Priya nodded. Family's not a free ride. That night, Daniela sat on her futon, phone in hand. More hate, cousins, friends, even her old high school teacher chiming in online. But one text stood out, Sarah, her quiet cousin. Mark's full of it. I'd have stopped too. Call me. Daniela dialed, voice cracking. Everyone hates me, Sarah. Sarah's laugh was soft. Not me. He's been mooching forever. Someone had to say no. They talked an hour, Sarah dishing Mark's old scams, like the lost car loan Daniela once covered. You're not the villain, Sarah said. He is. Daniela hung up, lighter. She opened her laptop, scrolling the boot camp site, new skills, new chances. Then Linda's text came, kids are crying because of you. Heartless. Daniela's chest ached, Emma's drawings, Tim's goofy hugs, Jake's shy grins. She wasn't heartless. She loved them. But Mark? He crossed a line. She grabbed her gym bag, heading out. The night air was cool, streetlights buzzing. She'd fight this her way. Mark could scream. Mom could guilt her. She'd keep moving. I paid your rent, your kid's school, mom's pills, $60,000. Where's your job been? Where's your plan? I was trying, he yelled. You think it's easy out there? You've got your fancy tech gig. I've got nothing. You've got me. She shot back. Or you did. I heard you on that video, she's my ATM, too dumb to notice. You laughed, Mark. The kids laughed. I bled for you. And you laughed. Linda cut in, voice rising. Enough. It was a mistake, Daniela, a silly moment. You're punishing us all for it. I didn't raise you to turn your back. Daniela whirled on her. And I didn't raise Mark. Why's it always me, Mom? Why didn't you push him to stand up? I've got no savings, no life, because I carried him. For you. Linda's face hardened. I couldn't watch him fail. He's my son, your brother. You're strong, Danny. You were supposed to hold us together. By disappearing? Daniela's voice broke. She grabbed a folder from the counter, bank statements, printed last night. She shoved it at them. Look, every dollar, 60 grand to Mark, 10 more in extras. I ate ramen so your kids had uniforms, Mom. I slept on a futon so you had a couch. Where's his effort? Where's yours? Mark snatched the papers, flipping through. So what? You owed us. Family helps family. No, Daniela said, low and fierce. Family doesn't mock family. Doesn't use them. Linda's eyes watered, but her jaw stayed tight. You've made your point, Daniela. But you're heartless. The kids, she waved at them. Emma stepped forward, voice tiny. Aunt Danny, why'd you stop? We miss you. Tim added, You're mean now? And Jake nodded, clutching Linda's coat. Daniela's chest ached. I miss you too, she said. Soft. But your dad, he's got to take care of you. Not me. Mark exploded. You're ruining them. They're in public school now, crap teachers, no friends. I'm drowning, and you're here in your cute little place, acting better than us. He kicked the couch, hard. The kids flinched. Linda grabbed his arm. Mark, stop. No. He roared, yanking free. She's got to pay for this. You'll regret it, Danny. I'll make sure. He stormed to the door, kids trailing. Emma looked back, eyes wet. Sorry, she whispered. Daniela's heart cracked, but she didn't move. Linda lingered, cane trembling. I thought you were better than this, she said, voice shaking. I was wrong. She turned, slow, and followed Mark out. The door slammed, echoing in the quiet. Daniela sank onto the couch, head in her hands. The folder lay scattered, proof of her sacrifice, useless now. She pictured Emma's face, Tim's pout, Jake's stare. She wasn't mean. She was tired. Tired of being the mule while Mark played victim and Linda played blind. Her phone buzzed. Sarah. Kill it today, Danny. You've got this. Daniela texted back. Thanks. Nervous, but ready. Sarah had been her rock, the one voice cutting through the family's noise. The rest? Silence or venom. Linda hadn't called since her last words. I was wrong. Echoing in Daniela's head. Mark's Facebook rants had slowed, but the damage lingered. Cousins still snubbed her at the store. Aunt Carla sent a Christmas card with "Think of the kids" scrawled inside. Daniela shook it off, grabbing her laptop bag. Not today. Today was hers. The boot camp classroom buzzed. 20 students, all sweaty palms and hopeful eyes. Daniela's project was a budgeting app. Ironic, given her past. She'd poured weeks into it, coding late after work, testing it on her own slim funds. Her turn came, and she stood, heart pounding. It tracks expenses, sets limits, warns you when you're overspending, she said, clicking through the sleek design. The instructor nodded, scribbling notes. Classmates clapped. Priya, who'd joined too, whistled loud. Daniela sat, shaky but proud. She'd built something. Not for Mark. For her. That night, she walked home. The city alive, streetlights flickering, vendors shouting, a bus rumbling past. Her phone dinged. An email from her boss. Great demo. Raise approved. $5K more a year. Starts next month. She stopped, grinning at the screen. 5,000. Enough for a better place, a trip, a cushion. She texted Sarah. I did it. Raise. Sarah shot back. Told you. Drink soon. Daniela typed. Yes. Her steps felt lighter, the air crisper. She'd earned this. Back home, she flopped on the couch, scrolling her blog. Danny's Dollars, she'd called it. Her first post, The Cost of Blind Trust, had 50 comments, strangers sharing their own leech stories. She'd written 5 more since, raw and real, about cutting ties, starting over. Tonight, she started a new one, The Day I Said No. Her fingers flew. Mark's video, Linda's guilt, the gym, the boot camp. She hit publish, watching the views tick up. 10. 20. A comment. You're so brave. Daniela's chest warmed. Brave. Maybe she was. Then the mail slot clinked. She frowned. Mail this late? She crossed the room, picking up a lumpy envelope. No stamp, just her name in wobbly crayon. Her breath caught. She tore it open. A card, folded construction paper. Inside, 3 kids' handwriting. Sorry, Aunt Danny. Emma's loopy E, Tim's messy T, Jake's blocky J. A drawing two stick figure Daniela with a sad face, them hugging her. We miss you, Emma wrote. Dad's mad, but we're not, Tim added. Jake's line, school's okay now. A photo slipped out, them at a park, smiling, no Mark. Daniela sank to the floor, tears pricking. She traced their words, picturing their faces that night, scared, confused, dragged into Mark's mess. She'd missed them too, Emma's planet sketches, Tim's bad jokes, Jake's quiet high fives. But Mark? Linda? They'd turned them against her. She flipped the card, no note from them. Just the kids. She hugged it to her chest, torn. Were they okay? Was this real? She called Sarah, voice shaky. The kids sent me a card. Sorry. Miss you. What do I do? Sarah sighed. They're caught in it, Danny. Mark's still a jerk. Heard he's working at a gas station. Hates it. Linda's glued to him. Won't budge. The kids? They're reaching out. Maybe they see it? See what? Daniela asked. Bet you're not the bad guy, Sarah said. But don't rush. Protect yourself. Daniela hung up, staring at the card. She grabbed a box from the closet, old gifts for the kids she'd never sent. A science kit for Emma, a joke book for Tim, a puzzle for Jake. She'd bought them before the video, back when she was Aunt Danny with cash and hugs. She set the card beside them, unsure. Send something back? Wait. Her phone buzzed. Linda, kids are fine. Don't meddle. Cold. Short. Daniela's jaw tightened. Meddle? She'd raised them as much as Mark had. She stood, pacing. The blog glowed on her laptop. 30 views now. She opened a drawer, tucking the card and photo inside. Not tonight. She'd think tomorrow. Outside, rain tapped the window, soft and steady. She grabbed her gym bag, late class, but she needed it. The kids' words lingered. Sorry, miss you. But Mark's shadow loomed. Linda's too. She locked the door, stepping into the wet night. Her raise, her blog, her strength, they were hers. The kids? Maybe someday. For now, she'd keep building. Daniela's sneakers crunched on wet leaves, the park air sharp with autumn chill. It was Sunday, 6 months since the video that flipped her world. She tugged her jacket tighter, walking the gravel path, the city skyline peeking through bare trees. Kids shouted somewhere, a soccer game. Maybe, their laughter bouncing off the breeze. She smiled, faint but real. Her gym bag swung at her side. She'd hit a morning class, her arms sore from lifting more than ever. She liked that soreness now. It meant she was growing. She found a bench, weathered and splintered, and sat, dropping her bag. The kid's card poked out. Sorry, miss you, still unanswered. She'd carried it all week, unsure why. Her phone buzzed. Sarah, park today? I'm bringing coffee. Daniela texted back. Here now. Yes. Sarah was her anchor these days, the one who got it. The rest of the family? A wall of silence or sharp edges. She pulled the card out, tracing Emma's crayon loops. 6 months. Felt like years. Her mind drifted. That night, the video, Mark's smirk, Linda's boys will be boys. Then the cutoff, the lobby stunt, that brutal fight at her door. She saw Linda's face, tight, tear-streaked, saying, I was wrong. Wrong about Daniela? Or wrong to bet on Mark? Daniela sighed, the memory heavy. She'd grown up idolizing Mom, Linda the Rock after Dad died, cooking soup with one hand, hugging with the other. Mark was the star, charming, loud, the son who'd make it big. Daniela was the quiet one, the helper. You're strong, Danny, Linda always said. Strong enough to carry them all, apparently. She kicked a pebble, watching it skitter. Strong. She'd been strong, too strong, pouring 60 grand into Mark's life. Her old apartment flashed in her mind. Peeling walls, lumpy futon, a fridge with ketchup packets, and hope. She'd told herself it was temporary. Mark would bounce back. Linda would see. But he didn't. And she didn't. Daniela's hands clenched. Linda had enabled him. Kept him close. Kept him lazy. So Daniela could be the mule. Hold us together, she'd said. Together meant Mark's couch, not Daniela's dreams. Sarah's voice cut through. Hey, deep thinker. Daniela looked up. Sarah, short and wiry, waved 2 steaming cups. She plopped beside her, handing one over. You look like you're solving world peace. Just family crap, Daniela said, sipping. The coffee was hot, bitter, perfect. Can't shake it. Sarah had the card. The kids again. Daniela nodded, spilling it. Linda's "don't meddle" text, the photo of them smiling. I missed them, Sar. But Mark's still there. Mom too. Sarah leaned back. Heard he's still at the gas station. Hates it. Moans to anyone who'll listen. Linda's glued to him, cooking his dinners, acting like he's a saint. The kids? They're okay. Public school's fine. They're tougher than he thinks. That card's them, not him. Daniela frowned. How do you know? Cousin Grapevine, Sarah grinned. Aunt Carla's chatty when she's mad at you. Point is, Mark's not changing. Linda's not either. But you? Look at you. Raise, blog, muscles. She flexed her skinny arm, laughing. Daniela chuckled, the knot in her chest loosening. Yeah, she said soft. The raise is real, $5,000 more. Blogs at 100 followers. Gym's my therapy. She paused. But Mom, she's gone quiet. That "don't meddle" was it. Hurts. Sarah's grin faded. She picked him, Danny. Always has. You were the fix, not the kid she'd fight for. Sucks, but it's her loss. Daniela stared at the card. Loss. Linda's gray hair, her warm hugs. Fading now. She'd sent a note last month. You've made your point. No sorry. No call. Daniela's eyes stung. I thought she'd see it, Mark's mess, my side. She didn't. She won't, Sarah said, firm. She's scared to lose him. You're the one she could afford to push away. The words landed hard. Daniela sipped again, letting them sink. Afford to lose. She pictured Linda at Mark's, stirring soup, praising his effort while he sulked. The kids running around, maybe missing her but stuck in his orbit. She wasn't their mom or their ATM. She set the cup down, hands steady. Family's what I build, not what I owe, she said, half to herself. Sarah nodded. Exactly. You're building now, job, blog, us. She nudged her. You're enough, Danny. Daniela smiled, bigger this time. Enough. She tucked the card away. No reply yet. She'd think on it. The soccer kids shouted again, chasing a ball. She stood, stretching. Let's walk. I need air. They wandered the path, coffee cups warming their hands. Daniela talked boot camp wins, a blog idea about boundaries. Sarah listened, tossing in quips. The sun dipped, painting the sky orange. Daniela's phone stayed quiet. No Linda, no Mark. Good. She'd check her blog tonight, maybe right. The kids' faces lingered. Sorry, miss you. But she wouldn't rush. Sarah was right. Protect yourself. Back home, she kicked off her shoes, the apartment cozy in the dusk. She grabbed her laptop, curling up. The blog glowed, new comments. You're inspiring. I cut off my brother too. She smiled, real and wide. The card sat on the table, a question mark. Someday, maybe. For now, she typed, I'm not theirs anymore. I'm mine. The rain started again, tapping the window. She locked the door, safe in her world. Tomorrow, she'd keep going. Daniela's apartment glowed with soft lamplight, the late December chill seeping through the window. It was nearly 2023, 9 months since the video that broke her open. She sat at her desk, laptop humming, fingers poised over the keys. Her blog stared back, Danny's dollars, now at 200 followers. Tonight's post was special, no more ATMs. She'd been mulling it for weeks, the words ready to spill. She typed, fast and sure. I was a sister, a daughter, a bank account. Now I'm me. The cursor blinked, steady as her heartbeat. She smiled, small, fierce, hers. The room felt alive. New curtains she'd sewn, a thrift store rug, a real bed with a quilt. Her raise had kicked in, $5,000 more a year, and she'd splurged on paint, turning the walls a warm yellow. Not rich, but thriving. She leaned back, stretching, her gym-toned arms flexing. The soreness was a badge now, 3 classes a week, her body stronger than her old life ever let it be. She glanced at the drawer. The kid's card still sat there, unanswered. Sorry, miss you. She'd think on it later. Tonight was about her. Her phone buzzed. Sarah. Dinner at my place, 7 p.m. You're coming. Daniela grinned, texting back. Wouldn't miss it. Sarah's invite was a holiday lifeline. No big family bash this year, just a small crew who got her. She stood, grabbing her coat. A new one. Wool. not the threadbare thing she'd worn for Mark's sake. The mirror caught her, brown eyes bright, hair loose, no bags from sleepless nights. She looked good, different. She locked the door, stepping into the night, the city buzzing, carols drifting, lights twinkling, snow dusting the sidewalk. Sarah's place was a 10-minute walk, cramped but warm, a tree in the corner strung with mismatched lights. Daniela knocked, and Sarah yanked the door open, apron on, grinning. "Get in here, hero." Inside, Priya waved from the couch. A guy named Leo, Sarah's boyfriend, stirred soup on the stove. For people, no guilt trips, no Mark. Daniela hugged Sarah, the knot in her chest gone. "Smells amazing," she said, shedding her coat. "Dumplings and soup," Leo called, winking. "Sarah said you're the guest of honor. Big raise, big block." Daniela laughed, settling in. They ate on the floor, plates balanced on knees, steam rising, chatter loud. Priya toasted her. To Danny, coating queen and leech slayer. Glasses clinked, cheap wine, but it tasted like victory. Daniela's cheeks warmed, not from the drink. This was family built, not owed. Talk turned to Mark. Sarah leaned in, voice low. He's still at the gas station, grumpy, but there. Linda's with him, cooking, fussing. Kids are okay, school's good. They're tougher now. Daniela nodded, sipping. She'd heard bits, Mark's rants fading, Linda's silence holding. Sarah nudged her. "You checked that card lately?" "Not yet," Daniela said, soft. "It's complicated." "Fair," Sarah said. "But you're not the bad guy. They'll see it someday." Daniela shrugged, the kids' faces flashing, Emma's grin, Tim's laugh, Jake's shy wave. She missed them, but Mark's shadow lingered. Linda's too. She'd mailed a science kit, a joke book, a puzzle last month, no note, just gifts. No reply either. Maybe they'd gotten it. Maybe not. She let it go, laughing as Leo spilled soup, Priya teasing him. The night stretched, warm, easy, hers. Back home, she kicked off her boots, the quiet settling in. Her laptop glowed, blog views at 50 already. Comments rolled. "You're my hero." "I said no too. Thanks to you." She typed replies, her heart full. This was her Mark, small, real, growing. She shut the laptop, grabbing her coat again. One more walk, her ritual now. The snow fell thicker, sticking to her hair, the streetlights casting gold pools. She breathed deep, the cold sharp in her lungs. Free. Mark crossed her mind, gas station apron, sour face. Linda beside him, stirring soup, clinging to her golden boy. Daniela's steps slowed. She loved them, still did, in a bruised way, but they'd chosen. Linda's "don't meddle" stung less now, a scar fading. The kids? That card sat heavy, sorry, miss you. She'd mailed those gifts, a bridge if they wanted it. Someday, maybe, they'd cross. On her terms. She passed a shop window, her reflection strode back, tall, sure. Not the hunched Daniela of last year, pockets empty, heart heavy. She'd lost a family but found herself. Sarah's words echoed, "You're enough." She was. The raise, the blog, the gym, this night, they proved it. She turned home, snow crunching, the city humming its holiday tune. Inside, she locked the door, double-checking habit from Mark's threats. The apartment hugged her, yellow walls, her space. She grabbed a pen, jotting a blog idea. Would I gain saying no? She'd write it tomorrow. For now, she stood at the window, snow swirling outside. Her phone buzzed. "Sarah, you're the best. Happy almost New Year." Daniela smiled, texting. "You too. Thanks for tonight." She set the phone down, the kid's card catching her eye. She left it there, no rush. They'd find her if they meant it. She wasn't theirs anymore, she was hers. The clock ticked to 11 p.m., the year's end close. She climbed into bed, quilt soft, the world quiet. Tomorrow, she'd wake to her life, work, gym, words. Not rich, not reconciled, but free. She closed her eyes, the snow whispering outside. A new beginning, hers alone. And that's Daniela's story, 9 months from ATM to her own woman. What do you think? Would you have cut Mark off too, or tried to fix things? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. If this hit home, smash that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Oh, and hit subscribe. Next week, we've got another tale of guts and grit coming your way. Let's keep this vibe going.